Okay, so this video, it's not a video I was planning on making right now, especially after coming from camp and we're going out again next weekend. So I wanted to focus on the book, The Finding Freedom. So someone on one of the actually, before I start, I just want to say that this is a disclaimer. By no means or any shape, form, I know anything about journalism. I do not know anything about journalism. I'm just giving you my perspective about certain things. Pretty much most of my videos is my perspective of things. And I don't mind comments as long you're not being disrespectful, you're not being out of line. I don't mind any comments, whether you agree with me or disagree. We just want to have a reasonable conversation. So with that being said, I'm going back to the 19th represent, especially the one that I did where I showed the full interview. I had posted that on my channel, and it's actually one of the videos that have done well, and I've also had a lot of thumbs down and stuff like that. But I remember after watching the interview Megan did with the co-founder, and I was like, I said to myself, I may have even mentioned it on a comment somewhere. I don't know if it's from my videos or someone else's video, but I remember saying that Megan is one of the person I would not want to interview me. Why? Because the way she interview you, you will say more shit that you don't even want to say that will come out. It's after once the interview is done, you'll be like, oh my God, why did I say that? I remember saying that to myself. I remember thinking about it because the way she makes you feel just looking at this interview, the way she makes you feel is a regular normal conversation. You will say a lot of things you didn't plan on saying. You will probably say a lot of dirt you didn't want to plan, you weren't plan on saying. So she's the type of interviewer you don't want to interview you. Not because she's Meghan Markle, not because she's all the things they're saying on the headlines or anything like that. I'm trying to be honest. For myself, I will not want Megan to interview me because she makes you feel too relaxed and you will say too many things that you may not want to say. With that being said, now when I look at the comment section, I think I may bring one or two of those comments on other videos. When this person said, isn't she supposed to interview this lady? And I even went on to say mirror on the wall or something. I was just joking around or whatever. There's another part where this person said, I think it's the same person, but word salad, whatever. Her first question is a perfect representation of her inability to speak coincidentally with structure or say anything with actual meaning. Okay? And then I responded and said, interesting comment. Please explain more. Right? So someone else would jump in or whatever. So when that first comment came, that was 5 days ago from today. Today is what? The 24th. So 5 days ago. I was like, should I make this video and more of a response? And I was like, let me just leave it as is. However, today, 2 hours ago, someone dropped a link on the comment section. And I started watching it. I was like, you know what? Maybe it's time for me to make this video. Okay, I will let you listen to it. But before I'm gonna actually break down again. This is why I didn't want to make this video because it's gonna be very long. If it's more than 30 minutes, it's gonna be two parts of it. I'll just continue it on another video. Because, like I said, I didn't study journalism. I remember taking Psychology 101. That was one of my worst class. I enjoyed the class. I enjoy listening to the teacher and everything. But when it comes to the testing, the question that they're asking you, and when you tell them reality, it's like that's not what they were looking for. So I hated it just because of that. There's no way I could do well in psychology because it's like playing with your brain. When you tell exactly what it is, it's like you're the one who's crazy. And comes to find out, Sigmund and Freud have done some crazy shit that will not be approved in today's society. So anyway, I'm going off. I passed the class, but I didn't do too good. I just wanted to get out of the way. But anyway, with that being said, with being interviewed, even when you're writing, any kind of type of writing, you're interviewing somebody, there are at least 5 basic things you need to know. Or when you're writing, you need to put those information so your readers could understand what's going on. And the same way when it comes with interviewing, you need to know these things. So one of the things that needs to be said in your writing or interviewing is who. Who are you interviewing? Why? Who the topic is, okay? And then what is the topic about? Okay, where did this topic either take place, where did it start, or whatever associate with the word where. And why did the thing started, why did the subject matter happen, and whatever. And how, okay? So these things needs to be said. Once it is answered, anything in between could come as extra. So within the conversation with Megan and the 19th representing, within that, all these were answered. So I'm going to go back and break it down and see if these were answered. Because this YouTuber said, what did she say? It was an interview. Okay, she said it was an interview about Megan, not the founder. Okay, her point, whatever. She felt confused once the interview was over than beforehand. All right, again, that's her opinion. And one part I said, I'm just reading my note here. I said that I agree with her that you want to know more about the subject of the interview. I agree with her on that part. And then she said, that's from the link that was dropped on my description. You could go in that video, my video, and look in the comment section to get that link. I'm not going to put it in this here. And that video link also, the person in the video said, all she found out about the organization were, one, who started it, which was Emily, I forgot her name. She started the organization because she heard about the 19th Amendment, women voting, and all kind of stuff during the 2016 election. That's all she said she got out of the interview. So.
But it would be too much to put it in one video, so I'm just going to break them up. Number 1. Yesterday, I literally watched Megan's interview with the 19th, which is a non-partisan news room, non-profit, non-partisan news organization for women. It's like a blog sort of thing. And they have a YouTube channel also. And I'd never heard of them until Megan interviewed them, which I guess is good for exposure. She interviewed the founder, but it wasn't an interview of the founder, it was an interview of Megan. And I'm going to say that because I watched the entire thing from start to finish, and I felt even more confused when the interview was over than like beforehand. When you don't know about something and you watch an interview, your hope is that you will find out more about what is the subject of the interview. The interview was 20 minutes long, maybe 19-20 minutes, and all I found out about the organization was that it was started by this woman named Emily, and she started the organization because, she was hearing about the 19th Amendment and women voting and all of that kind of stuff during the 2016 election, and then all of a sudden, that's all I ever found out about it. I'm looking up the interview right now just so that I'm
gonna go back. I'm gonna break down the interview that Megan did. I'm not gonna go back and forth. I'm gonna go through the interview. When something is said that correspond to who, what, where, and why, I'll put the word on the screen so you guys could see. But besides that, I felt like I understood what the interview was. And also, before I continue, there's I pull out three articles, okay, that will just to see if just to give an idea, okay, of what certain things like a journalist or interviewer is supposed to do or to know. All right. All of this, the link will be in the description. All right. One of them says choose an interview type for qualitative research. If you are conducting qualitative research, you may be wondering what is the best interview type for your study. Actually, I'm going to go back to this. This came to mind before I forget. And one thing we have to keep in mind before this Megan did the interview, the lady said it. They spoke privately. They, you know, they agree of whatever it is that they were going to talk about. And that's how the thing came about. Now, if, what was I going to say? If Megan, they agree on the subject matter and things like that. Now, the main thing is that I'm kind of, this is my humble opinion here. Megan knows she's on the headline all the time. For whatever move she makes, she's in the headline and stuff like that. Every move she makes, she's everywhere. So the 19th Amendment, the organization, once she heard about it, it's a startup. Like if you have run a business, once you first started, you will see how difficult it is to be known, to know that you exist. Okay, I'm pretty sure I didn't even know this. The 19th Amendment was ever existed. So I'm pretty sure once Megan called the founder and said, "Look, I'm always on the news. I'm always this. I'm that. Can I do that interview with you? That way, more people could know more about you." I'm pretty sure that was the main focus of that for why she did it. Not because she wants to be known or whatever. Because the 19th organization coincide. It's pretty much in line to her core values, the way she does things. You could go back to since she was a child, grade school, things that she's been doing. She even admitted she's a feminist. Okay, so the 19th is pretty much in line with her vision. So she pretty much gave them a helping hand to be well known. You look at other interviewers, I think it was like 4 or 5 days of summit. All of the other women that were in the panel, that were doing the interviewing and stuff like that, they are more powerful than Megan. Okay? They look, Kamala Harris. She's running mate for Biden. You don't hear much about her on the 19th, but she was there. Who are you hearing left and right? Megan about the 19th. Okay, this is people need to understand this. Okay, how will I say that? The media is doing its own thing for their own benefit. Meghan and Harry is using that kind of media, the spotlight, for other things. So you guys need to understand what's going on. It's a game that's being played here. Okay? Everything that she wants to do, she does it in a way where it can be talked about. You look at organization, charities, and all of this that she sponsored and stuff like that. Every time she opened her mouth, it's all over the news. People know about the organization. Okay? So you guys need to understand this. This is a game that is being played. I'm sorry if you don't get it, but it is being played properly. Okay? They don't need the warrior water to do their stuff, and where the warrior water will run in a freaking savagely kind of way, but they're using the media in a positive way. So if you don't see that, I'm sorry. Okay? Whether or not you like Megan, whether or not you don't like her, but it is what it is, okay? But she's doing it her way, you know? So, but anyway, let me go back. I'm already 13 minutes, so it's probably gonna be 2 videos. Maybe the other part will be where I show some of the clips, the other YouTuber, and the 19th thing, and break it down a little bit. But let me, I like to go back, do the foundation of where I'm coming from about certain things. So I'm gonna read that. It's 3 articles, but I'm not gonna read all of them. So choose an interview type for qualitative research. If you are conducting qualitative research, you may be wondering what is the best interview type for your study. Well, the answer is that it depends on your research design and what you want to accomplish. Let us start with the different type of interview. There are 3 types of interviews: unstructured, semi-structured, and structured. I'm gonna read only the part with the unstructured. Okay, then you guys go on the link and read everything. Okay, unstructured interviews. These are interviews that take place with few, if any, interview questions. Okay, they often progress in the manner a normal conversation would. However, it concerns the research topic under review. It is a relatively formless interview type that researchers use to establish rapport and comfort with the participant, and is extremely helpful when researchers are discussing sensitive topics. The researchers is expected to probe participants in order to obtain the most rich and in-depth information possible. If you select this interview style, just keep in mind that you may have to conduct several rounds of interviews with your participant in order to gather all the information you need. Since you do not use a standard interview protocol, sometimes participant narratives maneuver the conversation away from the aspect of the research topic you want to explain. It is a part of the conversational style this interview method requires. Okay? For you guys who keep on putting the stupid comments on my videos, there it is. Okay? This is it. I didn't want to go to argument. I didn't comment on that other girl YouTube thing. I'm sorry if you didn't get it. Okay? This is it. I'm not even a freaking journalist. I know. And I remember saying I would not want her to interview me. Okay? Like, for instance, if the FBI or something like that is interview, or let's say a crime happened in a neighborhood or something like that, this is the type of interview that the cops will go around the neighborhood and talk about. Okay, you'll be saying shit you don't even know. They'll make you feel so important that you don't even know you revealing yourself. Okay, so this type of style of interview, I don't like it for me. Okay, but you get, when Megan was interviewing Emily, you get to know how the background things, where she was giving her kids a tablet to keep quiet so they could do the Zoom meeting and all of that. These are the kind of things you get out of people without. I'm sure she wasn't even planning on saying all of this, but it came out. Okay, it's very innocent, but it's nothing bad, about people from different part of the country who's trying their best to get together, get information and all of that. You would not get it if you just sit down, they interrogate you in a closed doors, closed room, to tell of your crime or something like that. These type of things, that's where you under pressure, you're thinking, okay, what did I do? Did I did this, or should I tell them that? But that kind of style of interview that Megan did, you will say so many shit you don't even think you said. Is afterward you'll be like, oh my lord, why did I say that? Okay, so these unstructured interviews are more dangerous than any other kind of interview, just in case you guys don't know. So there's more. You could go on the link to check the semi-structured and structured. Okay, let me read the conclusion. Each interview type has its advantages and disadvantages. As briefly outlined above, selecting one depends on your research design and what you want to get out of your interviews. if you take some time to review your research design, this will help you determine which interview type works best for your study. Okay, so that's one article. This is another article. Again, I'm not gonna read all. I'm just gonna read the part that I think is fitting to what I want to say, and you guys could go and read whatever. Type of interviews. There are obviously several types of interviews, and each type calls for special technique. There is the interview with the man in the street, the so-called common man, though there is little common among common men. There is the casual interview, that one. That's the most dangerous thing, I think, okay? There is casual interview, the personality interview, the news interview, and the telephone interview. Some of these types are intended for a news story, others for the making of feature. For both type, elaborate preparation is necessary. Even the casual interview needs some pre-knowledge, okay, of the kind of information sought. Okay, so even the casual one, this is the one that Megan did, casual interview. Now I'm just gonna read what the casual interview here on this link. Like I said, link will be in the description. Casual interview. The casual interview can take place almost by accident. A news source and reporter happen to meet on the street or at a luncheon or cocktail party. Something that is said, often without premeditation. You see, there it is. Without premeditation or design, arouses the curiosity of the reporter. Okay? This is why I said the casual one is the most dangerous one. And that's the one Megan did. Okay? That's the one Megan did. So you could go in this and read more. The personality, the news, the telephone interviews. You could read that. Everything will be in the description. Now, this is the last one I will be... Is that the one? This looks the same. Well, let me see. Okay, no. Type of interviews, interview principles. Okay, so maybe that's why I wanted to read that. Interview principles. Okay, news interview. The purpose is to gather information to explain an idea, event, or situation in the news. Profile. The focus is on an individual. A news peg often is used to justify the profile. For effective interviews, reporters prepare carefully and they ask questions that induce the source to talk freely. Okay? Questions are directed at obtaining information on a theme that the reporter has in mind before beginning the interview. It is more important theme emerge, the reporters develops it. Okay? So pretty much as the conversation going, other things may come up and she could go deeper into other topics that may arise. So I'm pretty sure before the interview, they air it, they recorded, they had a basic understanding of what they were going to talk about. Now, the Emily, on the other hand, threw a curveball. I don't know if you guys saw it. When she was going to ask Megan about something more personal. Megan.
I mean, I'd love to ask you, obviously, you are someone who has been deeply covered by the media in so many ways, many of them.
And I thought, here we go. I'm going to stop you at a certain point because I get to wear the journalist hat today. But yes, please, of course. No, go for it.
All right.
I was like, no, she got it right away. This is why sometimes you have to have a sharp mind. Okay, I probably will fall right into it and then later kick myself in the ass and saying, why did I go along that? So she threw in a curveball and right away, the instant Emily threw that question in, Megan got it and said no. But then she said, continue, but we'll see where that go. All right, so you guys need to pay attention to stuff. Okay, again, that's not to say I'm a freaking genius or anything like that. I don't know shit. I'm just seeing things how it is and how things is playing out. That's all. And I'm just, if I were to going back and forth in the comment section, I will not be able to have time to make videos because I'll be pulling my hair out. But this is also to answer that person who dropped that that link in the description. She pretty much kind kind of motivate me, stop everything else. I stopped reading the book to come and make this video. So this book is going to take me 2 years to finish. People's going to laugh at me. Oh, you still reading that damn book? Yeah, because I'm taking time and then make videos about whatever I'm thinking and all of that. Okay, sidetrack. All right, so the reporter notes what is said, how it is said, and what is not said. Sources are encouraged by the reporter's gesture and facial expression to keep talking. You see, all of that, you know, when they have those facial expert and all of that, I think I could be a royal expert because I could say a lot of bullshit that, anyway, that's another thing. All right, so I'll put this, there's more into what I'm trying to say. So I'll put the link, go in the description and check them out. There will be part 2 where I break down, and I'm gonna, maybe at the end of this, I'll put the thing of the video. I'll put just the audio of what the YouTuber was saying, and I didn't watch all of it. Once I got to a certain part, I just stopped and I said, okay, let me make that video. But the second part is where I'm gonna break down the 19th interview one more time and to see if all the who, what, where, why, and how were answered within that interview. That's the key thing. That's all we need to know. And it's up to you to plug them together. So yeah, so stay tuned for part 2 of this video. I don't even know what I'm gonna call it. But thanks for watching. Let me know what you think. And yeah, let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.